All right, let's take a look at the AQ guide, because this is something we needed ourselves. Yeah, we had trouble with this.
Follow me to a place where incredible feats are routine every hour or so.
That's Olympus.
Shotgun runs rampant, just
Look
wild
at
in the
that.
streets. Open sesame, here we
Wow, it's AQ.
go. Arabian Nights,
How exciting.
like Arabian days.
How amazing.
They tease and excite.
Sounds very good.
Take flight, they shock and amaze. Arabian Nights, like Arabian days. More
Is this really like Arabian Nights? I never thought about this.
often than not, hotter than hot in a lot
Yeah.
of good ways.
That's such a shitty set, dude. That's such a shitty fucking set, man.
Don't get beaten, oh God, you might.
Okay.
Come on down, stop on by, hop a carpet and fly to another Arabian
This is nice.
night.
Okay. That was a really good intro, man. The only thing that was inaccurate about it is that everybody wasn't fully decked out in tier 2. I mean, you look at this guy right here. There's no way that you would ever take this person into a raid. Like, this guy's ready to do the stockades, not AQ40 or AQ20 or anything.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Dungeon Dives.
this is really
where We'll
good.
be tackling the
Damn, look
Ruins
at
of
that intro.
Ahn'Qiraj, aka
Look at that,
AQ20,
dude.
and we'll talk about everything you need to know for your first time in this new 20-man raid.
Okay.
In the description, there are timestamps for specific parts of the video if you're looking for that. But before we jump
This
into
is
the
good.
raid, first we need to talk about the reputation and other important details about this new raid tier. A lot of the gear you'll be wanting to get your hands on in this new raid tier is token-based, kind of like ZG, but a bit more complicated.
It's so complicated. Like, I didn't figure it out until, like, Wrath of the Lich King. Like, it took me 3 years to figure it out because I was really stupid. So I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
Class has a 3-set,
Who's
which
wearing nature
includes a
resistance
ring,
gear?
cape,
Oh!
and weapon.
I didn't even realize
In order
that.
to get these
Okay.
items, you need a specific set of 10 scarabs, 2
Stupid
idols,
ass
and 1
scarabs, dude.
Karaji piece.
You can
the
buy those,
scarabs
though.
drop from mobs in the raid.
These are gonna be
Idols
cheap
can
as
also
fuck. Mm-hmm.
drop from mobs in the raid, as well as scarab coffers, which are treasure chests around the raid that can be opened with a scarab coffer key, an item dropped from mobs in the raid. And
Yep.
Karaji pieces drop from bosses in the raid. So,
Yep.
for example, let's say I wanted the Hunter
was
ring.
such a
in
good
order
fucking
to get
day,
it,
man.
I need 5 golden scarabs.
I remember I used
5
to
clay
love this
scarabs.
shit. Like, AQ, I want to say this again. Like, AQ is probably one of my favorite fucking raids of all time. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, does this guy ever do challenging content like ever? No, I don't like doing challenging content. It's too
2
stressful.
amber idols, and 1 Karaji ceremonial ring. You will also need reputation with the Cenarian Circle to get these items. In order to get the ring, you'll need to be honored, revered for the cape, and exalted for the weapon.
Yep.
You can gain Cenarian Circle rep by running AQ20
I haven't done this at
or
all.
AQ40.
I've been so
or
fucking
doing
lazy about
outdoor
this shit, man.
activities in Silithus. All bosses in the instance can also drop class tomes, which increases the rank of spells. These will cost a very pretty penny on the auction house, especially at the start of the raid tier. Okay, so now with all that being said, I think we are ready to jump into the ancient ruins of AQ20.
It's easy, dude. It's easy. Like, we just went in there and we killed everything. No big fucking deal, man. No big fucking deal. Can't really farm Cenarian Circle. Well, some people farm it now, and those people are dumb. Like, there's no way I would spend my time doing that. It's a huge waste of time. If you have a good group. Yeah, I know some people do it.
Welcome to the Ruins of Ahn'Qiraj. This place is very similar to Zul'Gurub in the fact that
It's a catch-up raid.
really, really easy for the most part.
Yeah.
But is also a great catch-up
Yeah, it
raid
is.
for new players. Thankfully, a
would
lot of
say
the
so.
trash here won't be an issue. Just be careful with pulling them and AoEing them down and you should be good. The only
That's not true. Like, the trash is the only hard part of the entire raid. It's the only hard part because you pull one pack, and then there's another pack that's like on the other side of the raid. And you're like, hey, let's go walk over there. Hey, look at that! It's our boys. Let's say what's up. Like, oh, they have a little get together, and then it's like another group. Oh, wait, what the hell's going on over there? Then they come over, and before you know it, you got like 5 fucking trash packs that are mobbing your healers down, killing everybody, and people are just dying left and right. It is the worst fucking trash pack, like that first room. It's so bad, man. It is so fucking bad.
Notable trash mobs here are the Karaji gladiators.
That's the only thing that
hit
goes
really
wrong.
fast and really hard, so they should be your top priority.
Yeah, it's
clear
supposed to
your way
separate
to
them
the
or
next
something.
area to face the first boss, Ahn'Qiraj.
Holy Jesus.
That's an easy
What
boss.
is that? What the fuck is that?
First off,
Good question.
Ahn'Qiraj has a cleave,
Yeah, it's a very
so
good
face
question,
him away
actually.
from the party, and
Yeah.
it also applies a debuff that reduces healing by 10%.
This is
for each
super
stack.
easy to deal with.
Because of this, you'll want an off tank to taunt the boss.
There you
so
go.
the debuff can fall off of the other tank.
Easy fucking game.
You will also teleport a random player in front of him.
Wait, really?
Just move away. The most important
I didn't even know
ability
that.
Ahn'Qiraj has
Sand trap.
is Sand Trap.
Yep.
He will spawn these swelling piles of
Easy
sand
fucking game,
that
yeah.
will explode.
Classic
deal
mechanics,
damage,
boys.
Silence the player.
Classic
and reduce their hit
mechanics.
chance by 75% and last 20 seconds.
It is fucking
So
annoying,
it's safe to
man.
say, don't stand in it, especially if you're a healer. The
Yeah, these
explosion
are
radius
so bad.
is larger than the actual animation, so get really far away. And good luck dealing with this melee. At 30%, he enrages, but he is pretty easy to kill. He drops this loot.
Wait, what did he drop? Ooh, that's a good chess piece. That's a good chess piece. It's not as good as the MC one, but it's good. The gloves are okay too. The dagger sucks. I guess it's got 15 stam. It could be good for tanking. Everything else basically sucks though. Yeah.
We can now
It could be
jump
better.
right into the next boss, General Rajax.
Easy
This
fucking
fight is like
boss.
a gauntlet where you'll need to fight a total of 7
My guild
waves
could never
of
kill this
enemies.
boss.
In order to start
That's how
the
bad we
encounter,
were.
you'll need to talk to the Caldrai elites and their oddly
We did our best, but it wasn't
homoerotic
enough.
leader, Lieutenant General Androv.
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
The NPCs that will be helping
fuck?
you in this fight are actually really
hell's going on
important,
here?
as they can pull a decent amount of DPS and tank adds.
Yeah, these guys
so
do
make
really
sure your
well.
Healers keep them
I never
alive.
even realized
This
how
fight
powerful
is more
the
about
NPCs were.
endurance rather than speed.
Wait.
Live. This fight is more.
Okay. That's not, listen. That's not me.
More about endurance rather than speed.
I didn't know
CC
where
is
that
very
guy was coming
important
from.
If your group is undergeared, so fears and tingling roots, sheeps, all that sort of stuff. General
Yep.
Rajax himself has a disarm, and he also has an ability called Thunder Crash, which
like, takes
reduces
everybody's half the
everyone's
health.
by 50%
Yep.
and knocks them back.
It's
Think
so
of it kind
fucking
of
annoying.
like Force Punch from the Tiger Boss from ZG.
Yeah, you just you
have your
tank him
tank's
against the
back
wall.
Be against the
It's
wall,
easy.
and you should be good.
Easy
He
fucking game.
drops this loot.
This sword right here, Manslayer of the Karaji. Jeff got this sword. I didn't get the sword. I was so fucking mad. Because I had done this run so many fucking times, and I never got it, and Jeff had the sword. And I was so mad, because like we thought that PvE weapons were just better than PvP weapons, because we thought they were harder to get, so they had to be better in like some way we didn't understand. So he got this fucking sword, and I still had the unstoppable force like an idiot, and I felt like such a fucking piece of shit, man. Yeah, harder to get. Well, I mean, it was for us
From
back
this
then.
point, you could go straight to the last boss if you wanted to, but of course,
We were
we'll be
baddies.
talking about the optional bosses, so go right. On
Yeah.
your way, you'll bump into these obsidian destroyers.
Yeah, you
They
kill
aren't
them.
dangerous or anything, but if you're a miner, you can harvest large obsidian shards, which are used to craft valuable gear that you can obtain a recipe for
I don't
through
feel
Sumerian
like
Circle Rep.
are any of these even that good? 76 attack power, 1% crit chance, like that's pretty fucking bad. Like spell damage received is reduced by 10, like chance to block attacks by 2%. Like I don't know, like I don't think any of these items are really that great. Yeah.
Just keep that in mind.
Like,
Molum
it's
is the
whatever.
next boss, and he's probably my favorite because it's all about
Shit. Oh,
During
shit.
the fight, Molum will
Okay.
use Drain Mana, which will drain all of the
Alright.
caster's mana in the group. The
Mm-hmm.
problem is, when he gets the full mana, He'll cast Arcane Eruption, which will deal huge AoE that will most definitely wipe your group.
Wait, really?
So priests,
Wow.
hunters, and warlocks. It is your job to use your mana draining abilities to make sure that does not happen.
Here's what you do in Classic. You just bring 12 warriors, which is the usual quota for a 20-man raid, and then you kill the boss before his mana goes up. Yeah, you just kill the boss. It's no problem. So you don't even need to worry about the mechanics. Like, we didn't even have that happen. Like, when we did them out, I think we did. We just burned him down. Like, it didn't even make a difference at all.
90 seconds into the fight, he'll turn to stone, which will make him invulnerable, and he'll summon 3 mana.
90 seconds into
if
the
possible,
fight.
have your warlocks
right.
banish 2 of them and kill 1 at a time.
Yeah, of course.
After another 90 seconds, he'll be vulnerable again.
Easy.
Rinse and repeat, and Moam will die. He
Wow.
drops this loot.
Okay, let's see what this guy drops here. Eye of Moam increases damage done by magical spells and effects by 50 and decreases the magical resistance of your target by 100 for 30 seconds. That actually sounds really good, this Eye of Moam. What is this? Gauntlets of Stormwind, who gives a fuck? Parry and attack by 1%. Gauntlets of the Immovable, it seems okay, but not really that amazing. And yeah, it's the loot is the loot. It is the loot. That is true. It is the loot. There it is. And what is this? Duskwind Turban. 29 intellect. Healing done by 31? That sounds like it sucks, man. Like, I don't think anybody's gonna want to use that. So all of this gear sucks. Besides, maybe, I don't know, maybe the shoulders are good? It's hard to say. This some, yeah, maybe paladins. I don't know. What's this here? Thick Silithid chest guard. This is obviously for bear tanking, you know, that thing that nobody does. And the offhand is actually pretty good right there. The Talon of Furious Concentration, not really awful. And everything else, let's see. Oh, the helmet? 21 strength, 24 agi, 1% hit. It's not bad. It's actually not that bad. And Ring of Fury is okay too. None of these items really stand out as being amazing to me though. They're just okay.
Now you can either go straight up the stairs and then go through the last boss's little arena, or you can backtrack back. Just for simplicity, we are going to backtrack back.
We're gonna
and
get
go
the big
over
boy.
to Buru.
Buru.
Buru is in the most disgusting pit imaginable.
Yes,
There's
it is.
like just this most vile, disgusting
fuck?
model in all of Warcraft, and it's like this bug, and it's wrapped around this veiny.
It looks like it's butt fucking the thing that's underneath it. Is it? Oh yeah. Yeah, let me give it to you. Just like that face right there. Just exactly like that face. That's the first thing that I think of. I don't know why, but it is.
Like bulbous
Something wrong with
thing,
me.
and it just is not family appropriate at all.
That's
the
better.
Buru fight is unique in that you cannot actually hurt him for the first 80%. The only way to hurt him is you need to destroy the eggs around the room when he's standing on top of them.
We didn't even
so when
do
the boss
this.
is pulled, spread your DPS out
Yeah.
so that all the eggs are around 10%.
Yeah, we didn't
During
do
the
this
fight,
at all.
You will target a random member of the raid and walk towards them. This player needs to kite Buru
This fight-
over one of the eggs so your DPS can destroy it and damage the boss.
This fight, I mean, for classic WoW, was actually pretty challenging. You did destroy it? Yeah, we did, but I thought he took damage the whole time. But this fight, in terms of like classic WoW difficulty, okay, and like this is the nuance of, yes, it is classic WoW difficulty, was actually pretty complex. This is a relatively complex fight that had multiple phases and an actual mechanic that you had to interface with, which is different.
Destroying an egg also summons an ad, so kill that too. Positioning is very important during this fight, so be prepared to be in a position where you can easily kite the boss without pulling him away from an egg, or be really close to the boss and be meleeed by him. At 20%, Buru's carapace will explode, revealing that squishy little brain of his, and a bunch of ads will spawn.
This is where you just
so
beat his
quickly
dick off.
AoE them down, because now it's a DPS race.
Aren't the ads that spawn just the eggs that you didn't destroy? I could be wrong about that, but I thought the ads that spawn were the raids, or the eggs that you didn't destroy. But maybe he spawns other ads as well. Regardless, you just kite them away and just fucking cleave it down.
We'll
It's not even
cast
a big deal.
Creeping Plague on the whole raid, and it will continue to deal damage and ramp up the longer the fight goes on, so kill him quickly.
Yep.
He drops this loot.
Let's see. Wait, what's this? What's this? Where's the loot? Whoa. Okay, just a second. What do we have here? The feet? Wait, what the fuck? Those boots are insane. Holy shit. 1%. Bro, those are like scuffed chromatics. Those are actually scuffed chromatics. Oh my god, that's really good. Trinket scales with spell power. Where's the trinket? Spikes sprout from you, causing 25 nature damage to attackers when hit. Lasts 30 seconds. And it scales with spell power. That's insane. Damage and healing done by a magical spell. Okay, this one's kind of okay. The mail gloves. I guess they're good for paladins. And what's the rest of this stuff? Yeah, the rest of it sucks. But these gloves and this trinket are actually pretty fucking good.
He drops this loot.
Damn.
Follow the insect-ridden part of AQ, past the bug
shamans.
testicles, and clear all the mobs in the comb so you can face Aemis the Hunter. Aemis is unique in the fact that she will stay in
She's
the air
fucking
until
annoying.
her health
That's
drops below
what's unique about it.
70%, so your casters will have to tank the boss's attacks.
Yep, you stand
she
on the
will
top.
use an ability called Poison Stinger, which applies stacks of nature damage.
So
Ideally,
annoying.
you'd want a ranged DPS with a bunch of natures as gear to tank these stacks, but if you don't, you'll just have to spread it equally between all of your ranged DPS, so
I find it funny that, like, these strategies mattered, like, in vanilla WoW, but in Classic, now that people are just that much better than the game, they just blow the boss. They just blow the boss the fuck out, and it doesn't even matter. Like, I didn't even know this was a mechanic. Like, we just went and we attacked the boss until it fucking died. It don't matter if you have full BWO gear. I don't think it even matters if you have full MC gear.
nobody dies. The most important ability during this fight is Aemis will teleport a player to the altar in the back and stun them. A larva will then slowly travel up the stairs and infest the player and birth out as an elite wasp, which kills the player. Which is not only
What the
disgusting,
fuck?
but also very dangerous. So it's Melee's job to kill the larva before
Oh,
it
you
reaches
can-
the player,
alright.
so this does not happen.
I was about to
Lastly, at some
say,
point
that was
in the
gonna
fight,
suck.
A wave of ads will spawn, but can quickly be AoE down because of their very, very small health
Yeah,
pool.
they're not even
And like I
elites,
said,
I'm pretty
at
sure.
70%, she will land and she needs to be tanked normally, but you may want 2 tanks because of the stacking nature damage that will continue to go on. And
Just
she drops
300,000 health. Whoa, wait. Okay, main hand. All right, damage and healing, critical strike. That's a pretty good mace for paladins. Let's see, what are the rest of these? Gauntlets. Okay, the gauntlet, bow of taunt sinew. 8 nature res is okay. It's not really what I would go with. Everything else is pretty much mediocre. Yeah, I don't see anything here that's that great. The ring. Actually, the ring is pretty good. Yeah, never mind. That's a good looking ring. It's got 3 different
Head up the
stats on it.
stairs to face the last boss, but before we do that,
Shit.
we need to fight the most annoying trash in any raid so far, the Anubisath Guardians.
It's not
and they
good.
randomly come with 2 of these 5 abilities.
Yep.
Plague, which is a dot that harms all the players around you. Shadowbolt Volley, which
Even
is AoE
we fucked
damage.
this up.
Meteor, which is AoE
Yeah.
damage, but it's divided between the raid when everyone stacks.
Nobody ever could figure that out in
which
vanilla.
is a self-destruct at 10%. Just kill him before he finishes the cast.
Easy fucking game.
And Thunderclap, which is more AoE damage for anybody in melee range.
Yeah, that's easy
like
to
I
do.
said, they can only have 2 of
These
these
are a
5
joke
abilities,
to kill, guys.
But
These are a fucking
they can
joke.
also reflect fire and arcane spells or shadow and frost
Oh,
spells. To find
yeah!
out which
That
one
makes
he's
it more
reflecting,
fun.
have a mage use detect magic on the guardians. And if it's fire and arcane, that spell will be reflected since it's arcane. Oh yeah, he
That's
will
so
also
stupid.
spawn these ghost ads. Kill them. Clear out
Wow.
all of the guardians in the room and prepare yourself for a heavy sandstorm that engulfs the ruins of Ahn'Qiraj,
Oh.
and you will face
Oh, shit.
Siren, the Unscarred.
Oh shit.
Sands of the
Okay.
desert, rise and block out the sun.
God
When the
damn.
boss is pulled, he will have a buff on him called Supreme.
Look at his fucking face. You guys ever looked at Osiren? He's literally a buff bird. He's a bird with googly eyes with big ol' fucking badass jacked up arms who just runs after you. Like, he's basically a Swolkin before there were Swolkins. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is so... It's got such a stupid ass model. Whenever you actually look at it, it's goofy. But I just, like, back in the day, I was like, yeah, it's the blue guy. I never even really looked at him.
Mode, which increases his damage dealt by 300%.
I bet people could kill him
meaning
with
that
this
he's
on.
gonna one-shot your tanks.
Yeah.
In
No,
order
he's
to
not gonna
remove
one-shot
this
him.
buff, you'll need to drag him over to the crystals all around
Yeah,
the
they
arena.
zap his ass.
Activating a crystal when he is next to it takes him out of Supreme Mode for 45 seconds.
That's
The
whenever
most
you kill him.
efficient strat is to have 2 players,
That's whenever you kill
preferably
him.
a hunter or a
Just beat his
druid
ass,
with their
easy.
speed increase, run around like an idiot around
then
the
they have to
edges
find
of
him.
the room and activate as many crystals as they can.
Wait,
This
really?
will force new crystals to spawn in the center of the room, so the tank and the rest of the raid doesn't have to move around as much.
Wow.
In order to pull the boss, you'll want somebody
I
on
didn't
an
even
epic
know that.
mount that pulls him and
That's
kites him over
smart.
to one of the crystals, so the crystal can be activated.
never did
and the
that.
supreme buff goes down, and you can start
Damn,
damaging
okay.
the boss. When he is not in his supreme mode, he will also be susceptible to
Takes
a school
bonus
of
damage
magic
from
and will
magic.
take
Yeah, of course he
100% increased damage.
I'm not liking
While
this,
yes,
this
is nice for
caster
casters,
favoritism here.
You need to also keep in mind the boss cannot be taunted, so it
Yeah.
can be very, very easy to pull aggro. So just be aware. This brings
I hate bosses that you can't taunt. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it is the most annoying fucking mechanic in the entire world. Like, having to deal like the bosses. Oh yeah, you can't taunt this one. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. You can't taunt the boss. Yeah, it's just annoying, man. Because, like, if your tank dies, it's like a guaranteed wipe, pretty much, unless you're off tank. It's just annoying, man. That's all it comes out. It's just
me
fucking
to my
annoying.
next point. This
Punishing
boss
high
is a
DPS. Yeah.
bitch to tank. As a tank, you'll need to focus on keeping
Mm-hmm.
aggro as much as possible. But he also has an ability called Enveloping Winds, which will stun the tank for 10 seconds. It's recommended that you use
What a
a
great
free
game.
action potion to avoid the spell, but you can also have an off tank. But again, if you have two
Yeah,
tanks,
you're gonna have an
holding
off tank.
aggro is going to be really annoying during this fight.
This
the
is a
boss will
terrible
also cast
fucking
War
fight,
Stomp,
man.
which knocks all of the melee back and deals damage.
Wait.
You can use this to your
This is
advantage
actually
to get
really
closer to
annoying.
a crystal, or it can seriously hinder you.
Holy shit.
Healers, you also need to keep in mind your
I bet bad groups are actually gonna wipe on this boss. Like, they will genuinely struggle trying to kill Osiren. Fuck, man. I didn't even realize that AQ20 had encasement 3%. I didn't even know that at all. So will Olympus? Wait, what? We had one wipe on Osiren. Wait, there's two wipes. We had two wipes on Osiren just because people weren't really paying attention and they were playing the game for fun, man. That's all it was. You wiped an MC trash yesterday? Yeah, but we did that for stream content. We planned that out ahead of time. It wasn't on purpose. So that one doesn't count.
positioning because the tank can be punted out of your range. Also, there's an AoE Curse of Tongues that will need to be dispelled quickly.
Of course there is.
And also, there's flying tornadoes around during this whole fight.
Makes the game more fun.
This fight is a real...
Oh my god,
it's rough, man. And I strongly recommend that you don't
Look at
do
that
it with a
frame
pug
rate, man.
and really focus
That guy's got a pretty good computer, actually.
on teamwork between your fellow
Look at that.
raidmates.
He's moving
Do that,
around.
and he should be dead.
You guys can see what's
and he
going
drops
on.
this loot.
Okay, this loot is really fucking good. Like, look at that crossbow. 5 attack boys, 7 agis, 5 stams, and 1 hit rating. That is insanely fucking good. Bracers of Brutality is fucking insanely good. I'm going to get the Bracers of Brutality as well. These are really, really, really good. And, man, Striker's Mark. Well, it's also got Stam on it, too, so it's got a little bit of advantages as well. The Bracers reduce spell resistances. I mean, this loot is actually good. Like, look at that staff. 60% spell damage and healing. And it also has crit and hit on it. This is a big dick staff. Look at that, man. And look at this one right here. There's even more loot. But wait, there's more. Look at that. Osiren's Binding. 20 agi, 1% hit, and crit. This is pretty much a scuffed onslaught girdle. And the Sand Polish Hammer, that's a tanking mace. It's not really that great, because I got Thunder Fury. But, if I wanted to go with something else, I could. The Cloak is pretty decent, I guess, for tanking. Like, this is really good. There's even more loot, I'm pretty sure, right?
He also drops the Helm of Domination. That's the same name as the Lich King's helmet.
Wait.
The same helmet that was torn apart and ripped a hole in space and time to the Shadowlands.
Ironically, this is probably the best item that he drops. Helm of Domination is fucking insane. Like, it's basically almost the same stats as the fucking the Helm of Endless Rage in terms of defensive ability, but it also has 1% parry and 7 defense. It's really, really good. And parry's shit for tanks. No, it's not. Parry's great.
That's the same name as the Lich King's helmet. The same helmet that was torn apart and ripped a hole in space and time to the Shadowlands.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it is what it is.
If you get it, congrats. He also drops
the
his
Lich
head,
King.
which is needed for a quest, and this is the loot that you get from it. And that is
I don't think
AQ20.
the necks are
Thanks
that
for joining
good.
me. I hope you get some cool loot.
I'll look at 'em
and
again
run
in a
this
minute.
place over and over
Items for
again.
pally
If
tanking?
you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe,
There are
all that
no
sort of
items
stuff.
for
We're almost
paladin
at
tanking in
100K
WoW.
as of recording this, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.
All right. That was good. That was a really, really good video. I like that a lot. Helm of Domination is also referred to Helm of the Lich King. Yeah, that's not really what this one is. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Let me see if there's any good of these any good necklaces here. So this one, 25 spell damage and healing. Choker the Fire Lord is better. Healing done by 46. That one's pretty good, actually. So yeah, maybe you probably give it to healers. And then 21 stam on a neck. 21 stam on a neck. That's really good. I think that's decent. And the necklace with 42 attack power is also good too.